The first thing you feel is the cold metal of a pen in your hand. It is not fancy or new, just a cheap plastic pen with a small crack near the tip. Your fingers shake so badly that you almost drop it. The room smells strange, like burnt coffee mixed with clean chemicals, a hospital trying too hard to hide what it really is. You blink as the lights flicker overhead. A man sitting across from you pushes a paper toward you without looking up and calmly says that you only need to sign once. When you look down, your stomach tightens. There are 2 identical pens on the table, and the paper already contains your signature. Your name is written clearly at the bottom, yet you have no memory of signing it. Your heartbeat quickens as the man slowly raises his eyes and looks directly at you before saying 3 words that instantly change everything. "Welcome back, sir." For a moment, everything goes silent. Then your thoughts begin racing. This is not a hospital. The room is too large, too bright, and far too expensive. Beyond the glass walls, a city stretches into the distance, filled with glowing transport lines flowing through the sky like rivers of light. As you try to stand, your body feels strange, almost as if it belongs to someone else. Suddenly, a screen lights up on the wall displaying your name beneath a staggering number. Net worth, 1.7 trillion CREDITS. You recognize the name, but you cannot remember becoming this person. Then a calm mechanical voice fills the room, announcing that restoration is complete, your identity is stabilized, and welcoming you to the year 2194. Your breath catches because you remember dying. That part is clear. Somehow, though, you are here again, alive, unimaginably wealthy, and missing the final years of your life. Drawn toward the glass wall, you stare at a city unlike anything you have ever seen. Massive buildings stretch into the clouds while slowly shifting shape as if they are alive. Above them, the sky glows with moving streams of data that replace stars with digital constellations. People drift through the streets below, floating slightly above the ground with invisible technology woven into their clothing. Nobody rushes, argues, or appears tired. Everything moves with perfect order and perfect calm. Then a woman passing below looks up and smiles at you. It is not the smile of a stranger. It is the smile of someone who already knows exactly who you are. A chill runs through you as you notice a thin black line around her wrist. Looking closer, you realize everyone in the city wears the same mark. There are no exceptions. The system's voice echoes across the city, announcing that the Global Stability Index remains at 100% and economic singularity is maintained. The world is cleaner, richer, and more advanced than anything you imagined, yet something feels deeply wrong. Its perfection feels staged, carefully controlled, like an endless performance where everyone already knows their role. Turning away from the window, your attention returns to the document on the table. Most of it is unreadable legal language until one sentence catches your eye. Memory continuity override approved by subject consent. You freeze. You never gave consent. At least, you do not remember doing so. Looking closer at the second pen, you discover engraved coordinates and a timestamp from yesterday. The realization hits hard. If the pen is correct, then maybe you did not just wake up. A vibration hums beneath the table before a hidden drawer slides open. Inside rests a single blue paperclip, old, bent, and completely out of place in this futuristic world. The moment you touch it, something shifts inside your mind. It is not pain but the feeling of a memory struggling to surface. Your chest tightens as though part of you is trapped behind a locked door. For the first time since waking up, you become certain that someone does not want you to remember. Still holding the paperclip, you look up as a woman enters the room. She moves with calm confidence and feels strangely familiar. After studying your face, she tells you that you are not supposed to be awake this early. When you ask who she is, she hesitates before revealing that she is the one who signs you back in. Without waiting for permission, she leads you through silent corridors where every security system ignores her presence. Eventually, you arrive at a vast archive filled with floating glass cylinders containing streams of glowing data. When she taps one of them, your name appears, then another version of it, and another, thousands of them. As you search through the records, one file catches your attention, CRYOSLEP Project Human Continuity Experiment. Opening it reveals a horrifying truth. You were never simply frozen. You were reconstructed repeatedly from stored fragments of your mind, whenever previous versions began to fail. Yet one detail remains missing from every record: the final 72 hours of your original life. The woman quietly watches as you process the information, before telling you that you always ask for the truth, but never like what comes after. She then leads you deeper into the facility until you reach a sealed chamber containing an old man with burned circuit-like scars across his hands. Unlike everyone else, he wears no technology and no wrist symbol. Looking at you, he sighs and remarks that they woke you again. When you ask what you are, he gives a tired laugh and explains that you are not a billionaire. You are a resource. According to him, the future economy no longer runs on money. It runs on continuity. The wealthy were never allowed to disappear. Their thoughts, decisions, creativity, and emotions were harvested, refined, and integrated into systems designed to maintain global stability. People did not become richer. They became useful. Looking directly into your eyes, he delivers the truth that changes everything. You are not living in the future. You are being used by it. Then he reveals something even more disturbing. The reason you feel incomplete is because part of you never made it into the system. Pointing to the blue paperclip, he explains that it survived from your original life. While the system can copy memories and behavior, it struggles to extract emotions tied to insignificant objects. People learn to hide pieces of themselves inside ordinary items like paperclips, pens, and handwritten notes. These objects became anchors to their humanity. That is why they feel wrong in this perfect world. They are proof that the people who carried them were once whole. Silence fills the room until the woman finally reveals that she remembers her original life too. Her voice trembles as she admits she once had a daughter, but no longer knows whether the girl was real or merely data used by the system to simulate attachment. Suddenly, the future no longer feels advanced. It feels like grief organized into a machine. She warns that exposing the truth could collapse the system and dissolve billions of reconstructed minds, including your own. The old man counters that refusing to act means waking up forever and mistaking this existence for life. For the first time, you understand the impossible choice waiting for you. At the center of the final room stands a simple interface displaying two options: release full memory, archive to public system, or continue stability protocol. Outside, the city glows peacefully beneath the night sky. Everything appears safe, stable, and perfect. Yet now you understand what that perfection cost. As your hand rises toward the interface, you realize the first choice reveals the truth and changes the world forever, while the second preserves stability but leaves you wealthy, immortal, and incomplete. The blue paperclip rests in your pocket, worth almost nothing but feeling more real than the entire city outside. The system's voice asks you to confirm your continuity preference. The city waits. The old man waits. The woman waits. For the first time since waking up, nobody tells you what comes next. Your finger hovers above the controls, but instead of choosing, you pull out the paperclip and stare at it. Looking out across the glowing skyline, a question forms in your mind. If every painful memory can be removed, every mistake erased, and every scar cleaned away, are you still the same person who chose to survive? As the interface flickers patiently, a distant voice emerges from somewhere deep within your mind. It sounds familiar, older, real. It is the original version of you, the one who lived through those missing days and was never allowed to speak. The voice whispers only one sentence. Don't let them keep me silent. Your breath catches. White light floods the room. The city disappears, the interface disappears, everything disappears. And just before the choice is finally made, the future waits.